Well, I think that there's been a process since September that started that we determined that we were going to create a new race director for 2012 season. We felt it was a new era with a new car, 3 engine manufacturers. It was time. Brian Barnhart had done a great job for 16 years, and we started the process of looking. And after many interviews, we determined that Beaux Barfield was our best candidate to take the series to the next level. And he's very articulate, very forward-thinking, and very passionate about open-wheel racing, which has just been a lot of fun talking to him and understanding what he wants to do with the series. And it's in his hands now. The rule book's his first big move that he'll have to rewrite the rule book to his liking and be prepared for the 2012 season starting in St. Petersburg.
Randy is my boss. I report directly to him. Obviously, I know that I'll have a lot of input and work with Will Phillips. But in race control, all decisions are mine. Well, I grew up around racing. My dad was club racing when I was a little kid, and I started racing go-karts when I was 12. And he actually put me in one of his race cars for the first time when I was 15. And I did a little bit of club racing, then did Formula Ford 2000, did a few Indy Lights races. And meanwhile, I had sort of found a gig to teach racing schools and coach drivers to keep myself busy at racetracks, and came across a gentleman by the name of Chris Neifel. And about the same time that he started officiating for Champ Car, I had an opportunity to become the race director for the Formula Ford 2000 series. And I was a little bit reluctant, but Neifel told me to go for it. And after a year of experience officiating there, he hired me as a steward at Champ Car. And it was up and down like any officiating sort of tenure, but we had a good time, and I think we made a difference. And then Tony and Cotman showed up as a race director there and made a really big difference, and kind of showed me a real different perspective on officiating. And fortunately, I got to go to the American Le Mans Series and get some great experience officiating, and made a real difference there. And so I think that was good training, but not everything I need to know for this job, but I feel confident that I can make a difference here. From an officiating standpoint, I've tended to sort of find myself in a zone, so to speak, like any athlete might speak of. And, it's important to look at an incident or a situation for absolutely its face value. I tend to look at incidents without regard to who's driving the car, to the car number, the color of the car, any of that. You try to look at that as black and white as possible. When people are longing for black and white rules, I think that really allows you to make the right decision. I grew up around racing, so I really think that any American driver looks at the Indy 500, and that's what I grew up dreaming about from a driver standpoint. And then from an officiating standpoint, it really represents the pinnacle of any of my ambition or aspirations. So I'm honored to be a part of it.
I'm very excited, but also very nervous. I mean, it is a very stressful time when you have a new car. I mean, you have a new V6 turbocharged 2.2 displacement with E85 ethanol fuel. I think there's so many exciting things, and the fact that there's so much work that's been put into this, it's going to be an exciting time for IndyCar.